Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Facebook World. Welcome to Pastor Jen Moreno's military ministry page. First of all, thank you so much for visiting my page. Thank you for liking it. Thank you for sharing it. And thank you for taking just a little bit of time out of your day just to help make my day better. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Reverend Jennifer Moreno, and I am a minister with the Christian Church Disciples of Christ denomination. And it is a very awesome denomination to be a part of. My family and I became a part of it in 2006 when we moved to Colorado Springs. And if you want to find out more about me or my bio, if you look in the description on this page, you'll get to read about my bio and different things that I've done and different things that have helped influence my life. As you all know, I am an Army spouse, so that means that my life is not my own, at least for a few more years. And so I'm excited about the different things and the different challenges and the different way that God has worked in my life to help make my ministry more fruitful. And I hope that you all join me in this journey. This is a journey for myself, and so I will be documenting as much as I possibly can my journey. A lot of people call it their ministry, they call it their testimony, they may call it their faith walk. Well, you are walking with me on this faith walk and this journey that I have. As you can see, I am human. I'm not wearing makeup today. I'm very calm, cool, relaxed, and comfortable. I am coming to you from my home, which is now my home office. And so if you hear the dogs bark or something like that, it's family life. It's something that we all have and that we're all used to. There are some things that I want to touch base with you first. I want to encourage you all to visit the disciples.org webpage, which I'm going to go to now. And I'm going to flip the camera around. That way you can see what I'm doing. Just ignore the messes, please. So I've got something really cool. This is the disciples.org webpage. It says who we are, what our mission is. It's for our leaders, for our congregations, and for our stewardship. Now, the important things that you want to think about right now are around the world in the Week of Compassion. This is where you can go and you can donate monetarily to help support those affected by hurricanes, fires, and other different things that we have in the world. So I want to make sure that I touch base on that, and so that way you can go there and you can donate. And if you go and look at this webpage, you're going to see that we have Find Congregations, About the Disciples, Mission First, which I was a part of in South Carolina, and I'm very excited about that. You have our latest news, and you have the calendar of the different things that are going on across our nation, just to name a few things. You have the General Assembly information, General Ministries, Higher Education, Disciples News Service. I'm going to click on this one because this one's very important for everybody. This one tells you about the different things that are going on, and you have different resources that are available. But this is like the Green Chalice News Press and different things like that. And you want to go here so that you can learn about what's going on within the disciples. I know that a lot of people think that it's just within their city. Well, it's not true. We actually have global ministries, which is one of the tabs that we're going to be looking for. We have different regions. We have the Disciples Mission Fund, Contact, and Events. So those are just a few things that we have. And I am going to flip you back now and set you back up so that I can do this. For those of you that don't know, I am enrolled in Phillips Theological Seminary, which is affiliated with the Disciples of Christ. One of my classes is we're going through a discussion on how to do certain things, and on one of the really cool things that they're talking about is pro-reconciliation and anti-racism incentive. And it has 4 priorities. And I want to give those to you because I think it's very important that we talk about this right now. Because think about all the riots, all the different demonstrations and everything that we've had. And I don't know about you, but something that came to me was the fact that, you know, we're petitioning and we're arguing and we're fighting and we've got violence all over the country because people can't seem to agree. And what we don't understand is that, Aaliyah, hush, that's the grand puppy. What we don't seem to understand is that we are all human beings. We are all created by God and we are all loved by God. Does it mean that we have to all agree? No, it doesn't mean that we have to all agree. But we have to agree to disagree. And we have to agree that you're my brother, you're my sister. We don't have to agree, but I love you anyways. And sometimes it breaks up families and it breaks up friendships. And people get really nasty on Facebook and they start talking about different things and they start unfriending people and they just start bullying because somebody doesn't believe the way that they believe. But it's okay. We don't have to. So some of the things that I've been thinking about is we've had Hurricane Harvey, we've had Hurricane Irma, we've got Hurricane Jose building up too, and we've had wildfires and we've had other natural disasters hit. Have you ever stopped to think that, like I did, maybe it's God trying to show what humans can do together versus when they're fighting and arguing? Let's take Houston, for example. Houston was devastated by the flooding, but we had so many people come together to show support financially, to donate stuff, to donate food, to donate time. Those are things that we give every Sunday in our offering for stewardship. We give time, talent, tithes, and gifts. So those are the 4 things that we do every Sunday. Okay, we had people give time. We had people give tithes. We had people give talents and gifts. All during a time of disaster when something bad happened. And what did our country do? We all came together. That is so inspirational and it's so important. And so leading into that with the discussion that I have to do for my class, I want to read these to you from Phillips Theological Seminary from one of my classes. And it talks about descriptions of the incentives that came from some of the pro-reconciliation and anti-racism incentive. So the purpose, the Christian Church, Disciples of Christ, celebrates the gospel, teaching that God's children come from all places and that the power of love at God's table is able to bring together all races, languages, cultures, and traditions. Okay, one of the references for this is Revelations 5, 9 through 10. We recognize that there have been forces within our church and society that have misshapen our self-understanding and promoted division. Acknowledging God's call to be faithful to the witness of unity and justice, we confess that we are sinful and that racism is a result of our sinfulness. Yet, God heals us and calls us to be reconciled one to another and all to God. This is the purpose, okay? Then we have a vision. It is the vision of reconciliation ministry to build just communities by breaking down the walls within our church which separate us. We claim a new reality in which we live into God's realm by celebrating our unity, affirming the culture traditions of each member of the body of Christ, and working together for justice to ensure radical welcome and access to God's abundant resources. We envision a church in which all communities are accountable to one another and God. So we're given our vision right there. We're told what we're doing. I'm in my church. I'm in my home. It doesn't matter. Churches are just buildings. And we have to remember that we have personal relationships with God. And God doesn't care where we talk to him at. God doesn't care where we worship him at, as long as we're worshiping him. We come together and we call churches churches because they're buildings, but that's because we come together as a body of Christ, and that's where we come to be with other believers. Well, I'm in my church, and I'm here with you, and I'm starting this new faith walk with you. You are part of my church. You are a part of my personal relationship with God because you're my brother and sister, and I love you. So let's go on with our mission. Reconciliation Ministry advances the Christian church disciple of Christ's journey towards wholeness by empowering each expression of the church to implement structural change to address historic fractures caused by racism and the systems that perpetuate it. It is the goal of our shared work to foster life-giving community within our church and in relationship with the whole family of God. We accomplish this mission through intentional dialogue, inclusive worship, and experiential education. It's been a long day. I've been up since 5, with the girls having coffee and stuff. So we've been given our mission. We know what we're supposed to do. We have a vision. We have a purpose. We are children of God. We need to follow this. And seeing so many people come together during natural times of disaster, as we remembered September 11th yesterday, we remember everybody that came together to share, to worship, to come together as a nation, to come together as a family. That's who we all are. We're all a part of the family of God. And like I said, as I start this journey, you're part of my family. And I appreciate you, and I thank you so much for being a part of this journey with me. My page is open. I have an email address. I have my phone number on there, and I am here for you. Do you have a need? Do you have a concern that you would like me to pray about? Do you have something that you're comfortable with sharing on the page so others can share with you, and they can help support you, and they can help love you? Another reason I created this page is because being a military wife and being in the Army, we've been across the country with different regions of the Disciples of Christ, starting out in Colorado, and we miss all of our Colorado family. We went to Missouri, and we miss our Missouri family. South Carolina, we miss our South Carolina family, and now we're here in Texas. Texas is a big region. What better way to reach everybody in Texas than by social media, right? Makes it much easier. Well, here I am, reaching out to everybody. I kind of feel like an Army missionary for the Disciples of Christ. And one of my main ministries is the military ministry because I care about military. I know the sacrifices and I know the needs of our families, and I'm trying to work to help with that too. The needs of our young people and our young adults, and trying to help raise them and show them that we really are together, even with all of our differences. We have our LGBT community. We need to love and respect them. That's what Jesus wants us to do. He wants us to show love and compassion and mercy. Nowhere are we told that we are to judge anybody. I don't have a throne sitting next to God that says, "Judge Jennifer." You don't either. Let's love and respect and show everybody how much they mean as human beings. I think I've been on a long enough soapbox today. So this is my welcome to my page, my kickoff. And there will be days where I may not post anything, but please keep me interactive. Hold me accountable. Email me, call me, message me. Is there something I can do? Is there something I can research to talk about? That way we can have daily devotions, or we can do something different. Help me so that I can help you. And I pray that I can help be an inspiration to you and your families, and know that you are loved and that you are cherished and you are valued, because I love you and I pray for you all every day. Thank you. Thank you for starting this journey with me. Have a great day and a great week.